People, DG, I'm back again. Thank you for having me. Now, forgive me for the mispronunciation, but outgoing Juventus CEO Beppe Morotta, I made sure I left it on my laptop, has been linked with a move to Arsenal. Now, he is outgoing, I believe, within the next couple of weeks. I believe from the reports I've read, his contract expires on the 25th of October, I believe. So he is outgoing. He leaves Juventus having done some superb work. We'll get onto that in a bit. But he leaves Juventus due to restructuring the people above him. Not that he can be much higher than that. The people above him want to restructure the club, whether that's a change of direction as a whole as a club in regards to transfers, team decisions or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a Juventus fan like that, and those more clued up can give you a more informed answer. Either way, the 60-odd-year-old is departing the club and he's been linked with Arsenal. Now, if he was to come to Arsenal, it's a game changer. I'm not too sure what his actual role at Arsenal would be in regards to his official job title, because while I don't think Raul Sanye and the new Donny, the other Donny that's taken over with him from Glazides are essentially called CEOs, they more or less do that director boss sort of stuff in it. I'm not too sure if they've both got them positions, if there is space for another one, if that makes sense. Obviously on the basis that Glazides is leaving, but it does kind of remind me of the famous comment Wenger said once about, what was it, when Henry wanted to come back, he said he can't invent artificial positions. That kind of what's going through my head in regards to this. But it would be a fantastic signing, purely because he's done some great work at Juventus. I mean, he joined Juventus in 2010. It's not just him, but the work he did at Juventus, around that time, Juventus, I'm so sure, weren't as competitive as they were now. They were going through some issues in regards to the squad. So to come through it, and now he leaves, having been part of the team that signed Ronaldo, is great work to be essential. He also appointed Conte as well, to be fair with you, which was mocked at first, but Conte did all right for Juventus. I'm sure Juventus fans would agree. That's actually probably why Morotta and Conte have actually both been linked with Manchester United, a sort of double reunion. So yeah, it'll be a big signing for us, because if I look at Mislintat's job is clearly to scout players and find us players. You look at Socrates, you look at Guendouzi, you've got Sanye, who was prior to this was more or less, his role wasn't exactly contracts, but he had something to do with the contracts with Hosrani and on top of doing many other things at Arsenal. So it seems like we are very multitasked at this club. But if them two were to link together, if this is a man who is not just him, you have to praise the Juventus scouts and all of these sort of people that are involved. But if they help rebuild Juventus and more or less sign players for peanuts, Paul Pogba, yes, Paul Pogba was a well-known young player, signed him for free. Vidal came for a nominal fee. I'm sure Pjanic wasn't a crap load of money from Lyon. Who else was there as well? I should have written them more down, to be fair. Yeah, but you get the, do you know what? We don't even need that. You get the point in it. He's managed to assemble some nice additions to the squad, which have been sold on for crap loads of money, like Pogba, or have helped to make them competitive and play in the Champions League to a high standard, enabling them to make finals and things like that. And now with Ronaldo, clearly the next step is to try and win something like that. But he's done great work. It's not just there. He's done good work at Sampdoria as well. More or less the same sort of thing. He's done good work at Venezia, I believe their name is. He was there at 1995, I believe, and he helped them get their promotion to the top division in Italy after a 30-year wait. Again, it's not just him. I'm not saying he's the messiah, and it is obviously you never really hear about the people behind the scenes that helped him, but he was a part of it. So yeah, it'll be a coup for Arsenal, in my opinion. It'd be exciting with Raul Sanye, with Mislintat, and with my man that's skilled at rebuilding. You could see how we could probably, again, I'm going over the top and I'm allowing my imagination to be aroused, but we could assemble a team that could compete in the Champions League for peanuts, essentially. It's not just Arsenal who are interested. I've also said United. I've seen him linked with the Italian FA, in which I think he's spoken and said he's not on that. Inter Milan actually won him. I think I saw AC, but I cannot be true, and I don't think I did, because they're changing up their thing. But Inter Milan, Napoli, there's a lot of Roma, there's a lot of offers for the 60-odd-year-old. And not to be ageist or anything like that, but I'd have to wonder about longevity. If he's been at Juventus for how long and done all of these things, and he's 60 years of age, how long is he going to give us before he might want to get a lesser role where it's less hands-on and allows him to spend time with his family or grandkids or whatever, or just take a step back because football is a hectic life. So longevity would be a massive thing for me as well. So yeah, man. Obviously, Pirlo, which was frowned upon and seen as past it. You know how that worked out at Juventus. So he is clearly a good manager. But for me, it does seem like whether it's his agent or if himself, it just seems like drumming up interest. Not that he'll have a problem being snapped up by a new club. It'd be a coup for anyone, but it just seems like drumming up interest. It would be a good signing for us. It would be a good signing for us. So yeah, man, it would be a good thingy, but I can't really see it happening, to be fair. Like I said, he's done great work at Sampdoria, with Venezia, obviously with Juventus. He's got a wealth of experience that could probably help us. But I'm not too sure if there's a position for him. Obviously one could be created, but I don't necessarily think there is one. And two, I don't think this is actually going to happen. I just feel Arsenal have been thrown into it like just to sell stories, essentially, because you look at Man United. I think, I'm not a United fan, but it's more plausible for the idea of considering recently Juventus ex-scout left United, so they've probably got the links there already. The manager, Jose Mourinho, not to go into it, but there's question marks over that. And there's question marks over people at the top and not bringing in players. And this summer they couldn't get a centre-half in. So it's plausible to understand that if a man that's come into a club with an unknown, an unwritten checkbook, a blank checkbook, and he's bringing Conte, a proven winner, with him, and he's bringing his expertise, that Morotta I'm essentially talking about now. He's bringing his expertise in the sense that he can assemble squads for less money or find bargains. It'll be a big help to United, considering that money's not a problem for United, but money hasn't fixed anything at United. Alexis Sanchez is on 500k a week and he's not doing nothing. Monreal's got more goals than him. They've signing year after year, they're signing someone big and they're not where they want to be as a football club. Like Arsenal have been woeful for how many years, but such is it. How many times have United finished ahead of this Arsenal side? So pouring money isn't the thing at it. So it's plausible. For me, it's more plausible to see him actually going to United. That's just my opinion. And if I was United, I'd be doing everything I could to get him. But yeah, man, there's really not much more to say on that front, to be honest with you. Another concern would be longevity, regardless if he was to come to Arsenal or United, which I've just spoken about. But yeah, man, there's not much more to say on that front. So I'm gonna get out of your hair, guys. DG, thank you for watching. I'm out.